Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Rule Web, and the great example to the young brothers in the truth. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect and Lord within this edifying. And I ain't gonna make this long, just a quick lesson and say Washington. They say Washington decides to lift 30-year-old arms embargo on Cyprus amid intense Greek-Turkish crisis. It say the U.S. has decided to remove restrictions on non-lethal arms sale in Cyprus following a decades-long ban, sparking angry reaction of Ankara, and that's the capital of Turkey, at a time when Turkey is engaged in a territorial dispute with Greece. You know, it say the U.S. State Secretary Mike Pompeo announced the decision in a phone call with Cypriot, however you say that, President Nick Nick Nikos, however you say that last name. Washington is about to waive restrictions on export, re-export, retrans, retransfer, and temporary import of non-lethal defense on article and defense service imposed against Cyprus. Albeit only for one fiscal year starting October, the State Department said in a statement. And let's go to show you my main point. I ain't finna read through all this. It just go to show you that America rule over these other nations as well, man. And Cyprus is part of the EU, but NATO. I don't think Cyprus part of the EU, but not NATO. And NATO on Turkey is part of NATO and not EU. And Greece, I want to say, is part of NATO and the EU, if I ain't mistaken. But we gonna go see. Let's go to Matthew chapter 24 and verse. Let's start at 1. We gonna jump straight to 7 and say, well, we'll go to 3. Matthew 24 and 3, it say, and he sat upon the Mount of Olives, and the disciples came unto privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto him, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And are we not hearing this disputes over Turkey and Greece? And these supposed to be allies. They supposed to be linked up type deal, And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And that's what we seeing, man. That's where we at with it. Nation rising against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, man. It's plain. It's right there. It's right here, man. Cyprus ain't in it, but Turkey and Greece, Turkey, and Greece going at it, but Cyprus is an island off the coast of. Matter of fact, let's pull it up. Let's try to pull Cyprus up on the map, cause it's I know what it is. It's an island over there, but it's in the area where they I want to see it on the map. And there you go, man. You got Turkey, and you got Cyprus, and then you got Greece over here. Where they fighting at, I quite don't know. So don't make me lie to you. But I know they fighting somewhere up in this area. It could be somewhere over here. But I don't know. It could be right up in here, man. Dealing with up in here by ciphers. But I don't know, cause I know Turkey trying to find territory so they can, what it's called, dig for oil, whatever you want to call it, and that's what they trying to do. But that's it on it. Let's get this, man. This Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 4. It say, take thou, Salakia, not take, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased? Yeah, because eventually America is going to cease, man. The point of this story is that America is ruling over these nations, but hey, that shit gonna come to a screeching halt very soon come, man. These nations gonna start despising America, man. Cause America is that whore that Revelation 17 was talking about, that sitteth upon the beast, man. I'm just get them quick, just different precepts. This Jeremiah 50 and verse 23. It say, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among nations? Yeah, because this place is going to be desolate, man. This the hammer of the whole earth telling people what they can and can't do. That go to show you that these devils rule the whole earth. They way over here on the western hemisphere, telling people they can't buy, they what they can and can't buy. They can't have weapons and this and that, man. They go to show, man. Hey, look, the scripture's plain, man. If you don't want to take heed to it, you don't want to see that we in the end, you don't want to believe, that's your ass, man. Yeah, hey, you gonna have to answer Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know. And I don't know if he gonna talk back with you, man. I don't think he gonna say too much, man. Gonna be a lot of blood flying, man. That's what's finna happen to you people, man. This Revelation chapter 17, and I'm gonna start at 1, and it say, and it came to pass, it say Revelation 17 and verse 1, it say, and there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying, saying unto me, come hither, I will show thee unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. And this is America that's sitting upon many waters, man. Them folk way over there in the damn Middle East, man. America telling them what they can and can't buy. Putting sanctions on China. Putting sanctions on Iran. Putting sanctions on them. And putting sanctions on all these people, man. Hey, this shit plain, man. It say, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunken with the wine of her fornication. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw the woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast, and scarlet is red, man. This the beast, man. NATO and the EU, the Edomite rulership, man. It say, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, and having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and the abominations of the earth. Now, you ain't gonna see America right there. Why? Because it's written in metaphors and parables, man. And then if it was to say America, hey, man, they would have been done away with the Bible. The Lord said it straight up. The Lord set us up to make it plain to the people, man. Make it plain to the nations, man. Make it plain to the inhabitants of the earth what the scripture's talking about, man. As far as the judgment part of it, man. And what the Lord finna do to you people, man. And who you truly are, man. But that go to show you that this is America is that whore that sitteth upon many waters. Matter of fact, let's jump to 15 and say, and he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, or people and multitude and nations in tongues, man. Matter of fact, let me see what that word sitteth mean. Bible say. I don't know if it's something I really don't. I never looked that up. What it mean to sit on something. Let's look at it right here, and we gonna finish it up. And that's gonna be the last scripture, man. It say of a place. It say to sit down, seat oneself, to sit, be seated, of a place occupied, to have a fixed abode, to dwell. You know. Let's see what this one say. You know, where it just say sit down. Basically, he got them controlling them, man, through his policies and embargoes and sanctions, whatever you want to call the shit, man. But let's go back to 15 and say, and he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth are people and multitude and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall burn her flesh with fire, man. You know. And that's what's coming. It say, for Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, have put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree, and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled, man. You know, and that's what you're seeing, man. It say, verse 18, it say, and the woman which thou sawest is that great city, America, because America, if you're an American citizen, you can go anywhere. American citizen, they Slovakia, a city as big as its citizens. I mean, I can't explain it, but in order to be American citizen, they go into like a city, man. You know, that's why America really just one big huge city, man. You got your different states and all this old crazy shit, but America truly really is not a country, it's one big city, man. That's why we all American citizens. You can go anywhere in America, you still gonna be American citizen. But when you leave, you'll be considered American citizen. You go all over America without passports and this and that, you know. But that's pretty much it on it. It say and the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. And is that not an example of reigning over the kings of the earth, man? Washington decides to lift 33-year-old arms embargo on Cyprus amid intense Greek and Turkish crisis. With that, Lord, when we edifying, I want to get all honor and glory once again to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone, rule web, and the great example to the young brothers in the true peace and blessed to the overlooked. Lord, when is edifying, Shalom, Kwam Yashal, and the Bible Shalom.